What's up, guys? Oh wow, this is gonna be terrible audio. It's really gonna rain right when I start recording my video. Stop. All right, guys, let's get to it. So, as someone with a decent following, slightly larger than the average person on Instagram, I have a lot of companies reach out to me and ask me to promote their stuff, or maybe just send me some free products. But it wasn't until about 1.5 to 2 years ago that I really started posting more personal growth and health and wellness type content around my life coaching business and the journey that I've been on. And it wasn't really until I started to change my content that I started having brands that have a purpose in the health and wellness space reach out to me, which is something that's really great. I mean, I love to try new products. I love to eat healthier and be healthier and live a healthier lifestyle. So I just received a package in the mail from a company brand that I said I would do an honest review on, and this is my review. Cool, nice glass water bottle. Well, guys, I'm gonna get to it. So the product here is beta-glucan, I'm not even sure how to spell it. At this exact moment in time, I don't even really know exactly what this is, but it is a vitamin C, selenium, resveratrol, Glucan 300 capsule. It says it's the highest purity of beta-1 3D glucan derived from the cell wall of some scientific term. It says to take 2 capsules once per day on an empty stomach, then wait 30 minutes before eating, or as directed by a health care professional. It has 100 milligrams of vitamin C, 40 micrograms of selenium, and then 200 milligrams of beta-1 3D glucan, and also resveratrol. Non-GMO and gluten-free, which is very important to me because I don't know if you guys know, I'm on this journey of extremely vital health, and it starts with your diet. It starts with what you put into your body. So I obviously spent $5,000 on a Kangen water machine, which you can see at this link right up here. And I invest a lot of time and money into just being as healthy as possible. So, you know, I try to stay away from vitamins. I try to stay away from supplements. I'm not someone that takes a ton of vitamins or probiotics or capsules containing iron or magnesium or anything like that. Just personal reasons. I have nothing against them. And if you are low in something like magnesium or iron in your blood, then you should absolutely take more supplements to supplement that. But, and you know, maybe I could be wrong here, guys. Maybe I should be taking more supplements. Maybe there is something that I could be improving on when it comes to my blood levels, which would help energy, quality sleep, mental clarity, and things like that, performance. But I did get my blood tested about 1.5 years ago. Everything came back really, really good. The only issues that I really are experiencing right now is, pretty bad hemorrhoids, and then I have just some like cosmetic issues where my wrists, I have a permanent fracture in my wrist that is just not solvable with a cast, and surgery is not really an option. I'm dealing with psoriasis tendonitis in my left hip from training for an Ironman. I mean, that is extremely grueling on your body. It's something that you can't just do in one day. I mean, you got to train for an extended period of time and be really intentional about diet, recovery, and not overtraining. I overtrained a little bit. I ran a little too much. I was putting in over 25 miles a week just running, and I was biking close to 80 miles a week, and then swimming 6 days a week. So after a 20-second search on what beta-glucan is on Google, I did find some answers. These answers are from different sources, and I have not spent the time to find the credibility of these sources. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna reach back out to the company, and I'm gonna say, hey guys, I got your product. It looks great. I did a little bit of research, and all the things I found have been positive. But before I actually take this video, promote this product, and use it myself, I wanted to get your insight and your expertise and your feedback on what this is supposed to accomplish, the recent feedback you've been getting, and why I should take this product. But I genuinely like to promote stuff that I use, and I like to talk about things that are important to me and that I care about and that I value. Health and wellness is obviously the top of the list when it comes to the things I do care about. And when I get my hands on supplements and stuff, I like to learn about them and see why I would benefit from them. And that's exactly why I wanted to jump on the call with you today. But thank you so much for taking the time out of your busy schedule to do this. And I guess tell me more about Better Way Health and this pill bottle I got in my hand.
Yeah, you got it. Well, thank you once again. That's awesome. You've already filmed some stuff. I'm flattered. So, really, to start off with us, we're an all-natural supplement company. We're based just outside of Atlanta, Georgia. We have been a company since 1999. And then as far as beta glucan goes, this has been around a little bit, but the big thing here, of course, while I'm reaching out is the word's not out yet, right? We want it to become a household name. Now, as far as beta glucan goes, it did start to be studied in the 1960s, starting at Tulane University. So the amount of research that behind this is pretty awesome. It's incredibly vast. We are backed by over 20 years of third-party research. So all the stuff that we're about to discuss, that research does not come from in-house. All of the people who have tested and worked on this could care less if we make a dollar. And we kind of pride ourselves on being backed by, an evidence-based supplement. Beta glucan, to put it in simple terms, it is a fiber molecule. It's classified as a polysaccharide. Now, ours specifically, you can get this from different oats, fungi. You can get it from mushrooms. That's popular over in Japan. Ours comes from baker's yeast. So it is literally extracted out of the cell wall of baker's yeast. And when properly dosed with beta glucan, you can double your immune response. So essentially, when looking at your immune army, if you will, you have a bunch of different immune cells with a bunch of different functions. What you're essentially doing is you're putting that army on high alert when you're taking the beta glucan. So it's not going to, overstimulate your immune system, make your immune system attack itself. It's known as an immunomodulator. It's modulating to your immune system. So it's essentially making your immune system smarter. It's going to make it work harder, really, with what already it has, right? And that's why I say double the immune response. So it's going to take where it's working, and it's just going to make it work smarter and more efficient. Now, as far as our product goes, we do have the purest in the world, and that purity is 85% and above. So even if you go on our website, you'll be able to see what the current batch is. So our current batch is at 91% purity. Nobody else can really touch that. Our purity is backed by over 200 patents. Nobody else can get as pure. And then this alone, glucan in itself, is nearing 200,000 case studies on PubMed. So, it's been researched quite a bit. And then even our product is over 200 clinical trials on humans and animals. Now, as far as the safety of it, humans have been tested, I believe, near 80 times the recommended dosage with no side effects. You really can't take more of this and it'd be dangerous. Now, there is a point with your immune system where it almost builds up like a curve, right? And then it plateaus where you've kind of doubled your immune response. If you were to take more, it wouldn't help or hurt, right? Because you're wanting that doubled immune response. The good thing is it's safe to take. Animals, they did something wild, like I'm talking 1,200 times the recommended dose for per body weight for size. Once again, no side effects. So there's no documented side effects with this. It is non-GMO. It is plant-based. It is gluten-free. Really all it is it's the beta glucan powder itself. Once that extraction process yields a powder, and then we use plant caps. So it's with that fermented tapioca that creates the plant cap. Those are the two only ingredients in this. So essentially, we know what our mechanism of action is, if you will. So a lot of supplements or supplement companies may not know exactly what happens, right? They know that if you take their supplement, this is the result, right? But they don't know the journey, right? So essentially, once beta glucan is ingested, it goes into something called the Peyer's patches, and it gets taken into the immune system itself. And then once it's digested by a certain immune cell, that's when the activation process starts in that doubling the response time. As far as us as a company, we do pride ourselves on customer service as well. Obviously, pairing with being evidence-backed behind our supplements. We are the #1 rated supplement company on Trustpilot right now. And then this kind of segues right into exactly what you're holding. You are holding our Plus product. So the beta glucan Plus, we recommend that for active, healthy people, right? This is a way to make sure that you are helping your immune system. Now, we do have on our page that beta glucan 500, and those are for those who really need that immune boost, right? So say me and you both the Zacks here, we're working out, we're healthy, right? We'd be taking that Plus product. So what we're doing is we're helping our immune system with it, but it's also going to be coupled with the vitamin C, which of course we now know the major benefits of vitamin C, with selenium and resveratrol. And we also know the many benefits of resveratrol. So essentially it's like I had talked about earlier, it's creating the synergy, right? It's taking that beta glucan, those 3 other natural compounds, and together it's just creating a perfect synergy for your immune system. And that's why as soon as you contacted me, I was like, okay, for your audience of people who are staying active, wanting to stay healthy, right, while staying active, this was kind of a no-brainer to go towards for this product. And even now, right, you can't sit here and go, I feel my immune system, right? It's one of those things when you start taking it over time, you're like, wait a second, maybe I haven't been sick as much, or I thought that something was coming on and it's not. And that's kind of the whole point of it, right? To stop things in its track, to better prepare your body to fight off these foreign invaders, these foreign pathogens, things that your body recognizes as not self. And even for me, as far as like my personal testimony, like if I didn't even work for this company, if they just said, here you go, take this. As soon as I started working for them, I started taking it myself, wife take it, my parents take it. I started taking the beta glucan, and then let's say I've been here for almost 5 months. There have been 2 periods where whether I went out of town or I was just running out the door too quick in the morning, I forgot to take it for a couple, like 3 or 4 day stretches. And I could start to feel like I was starting to get unwell. I get back on it, nothing, just absolutely nothing. In a 5-month stretch, especially in pollen season in Georgia, I would have definitely gotten sick. I do every year. As far as just allergies coming up, I have not in this 5-month period since taking beta glucan. And that's just like, I know I worked for BetterWayHealth, but that's just my honest opinion of what I was like before and how I am now. I know it's a lot of information, but that is kind of beta glucan in a whole. Like I said, the main thing and why I wanted to partner with you is because I know that you can help get the word out. I know people trust you, which is incredible. But yeah, that's really it, is we just want people to know about it because we're seeing our customer testimonials, right? We're seeing it change lives. We're seeing people who are benefiting it and have been for years. And we want that on a larger scale, right? We want to help more people. And we think this is the best way to do it.
Dude, amazing. Amazing. First of all, great presentation.
Thank you.
It's super polished, super knowledgeable. You're a great speaker as well. And you come off very friendly and trustworthy. So
thank you.
Incredible presentation, honestly. To all the people that are watching, take some notes on public speaking from this guy. But so I do have a couple questions. My first question is someone who doesn't really get sick, someone who already has an active lifestyle, eats very healthy, and isn't prone to the common cold or pollen season or anything like that. Is this something that they need to take? And if so, if they do need to take it, even though they don't usually get sick, is this something that could compromise their immune system's efficiency long-term if taken every day for X amount of time?
No. So the good thing about this is everybody should be taking it, especially even those healthy, right? So essentially my mindset is even though I say, I get allergies and stuff, I was never someone who was super prone to being sick. Played multiple sports throughout my entire life, always stayed pretty active. But I would even say that this is almost that, what's the best way to put this? It's almost like you're just assuring, right? You're keeping with feeling well all the time. This is only going to help. So you may have those same people who are like, I rarely get anything. And we've even had people who've taken it and gotten to the end of the year and they're like, well, normally I get, the sniffles around this time, but that's it. And they're like, I didn't even have that this year. And these are of course just people just coming back to us with how it's affected them. But yeah, I would say that it's just kind of the assurance, right? That if something does happen, say you already have an incredible immune system, super fit, healthy, putting nothing but good stuff in your body, this is just right there. So if something bigger, bad, or something does come along, you at least know you already have that upper hand in your immune response.
Right, right. Okay, good answer. Is this something that you have to take for a week or 10 days before it starts to really take action and make an impact? Or is it something that I can say, hey, I'm kind of getting sick. Let me pop a beta glucan pill and do that for the next week until I start feeling better?
So with your immune system, it's going to take beta glucan about 2 to 3 days to activate in your immune system. Now, after that, whether you want to take it once a day or once every other day, that's really up to you. So the immune system can eventually fall off, right? If you're not taking it. Say you took beta glucan, it takes about 13 to 14 days for all of the benefits to totally leave your system. Of course, if you're not taking it, but it does take about 2 to 3 days to fully activate. So that's why it is a good thing to take and then stay on. Like I said, you can keep benefits even if you're doing it every other day. You'll still get benefits from it. And we'll even tell people who might even say anything about the price point and say, well, I don't want to take it every day because it costs this much, or for this reason or that reason. You're still going to get benefits even if you took it every other day. But yes, to answer that, that's exactly what I would say.
Right. Okay. And now, as far as dosage goes, I'm 5'9.5", 165 pounds. I am super healthy, right? I don't really need extra immune support. I get a lot of micronutrients and stuff from my foods, dark leafy greens, well-balanced diet, carbs, fats, proteins, healthy exercise, meditate, good sleep. How much would you recommend someone like myself take of this and how often?
So typically with the Beta Plus, even on our website, I'll recommend just taking 2, normally on an empty stomach in the morning. That's what I do. But we do have a dosage calculator on there. If you do want to dose specifically for the beta glucan, or if people would like just the beta glucan, not the beta glucan plus, and then it's just dosed off body weight. So the full calculator is in there where you enter it, gives you the recommended amount. The good news about this is because it is such a pure product, you can take one and you're still going to see a positive effect out of it.
Amazing.
But yes, with that one, I would say for your body weight, I would take 2 of those in the morning.
Once every 2 days?
Yeah, you can do that. Or if you wanted to, you could do it every morning.
Got it.
But you could do it once every 2 days as well.
Is this FDA approved?
It is not FDA approved, no. Now, it is FDA GRAS, generally recognized as safe.
Okay. Okay. And do you know the difference between FDA approved and FDA GRAS?
So as far as GRAS, it's just as far as, well, it kind of says in the name, right? Just generally recognized as safe. They've seen, I'm assuming most of the tests, right? They've seen the research is backed by it and know that there's no documented side effects after so many clinical trials, so many studies. But then it's just a matter, I think, of the vetting process to get it fully FDA approved, almost just like the process to get something USDA organic, right? Something might be, but to get the certification, how many steps it has to go through. So not currently, no.
Got it. Got it. Just takes a lot of money. It takes a lot of time. Yes. But if you were to go through all the steps, it would most likely be FDA approved.
I would
possible. You can't answer completely.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I can't say.
Okay. All right. And then
I have a couple more questions, but I think this is my most important question. How come I've never heard of beta glucan?
It's a great question. I wondered the exact same thing. Like I said, it has been studied for years. And I wish that I even had an answer, right? Because I'm sitting here, I'm telling you all this stuff, giving you the backlog of information and exactly what you're asking. So like I said, I started here about 5 months ago and psyched, new job, right? Just moved. And then I start learning about this, start reading all the books about it, going through medical journals, I said the exact same thing. I was like, why does nobody know about this? And they're like, we're just not out there. And that's kind of, what I'm tasked with. What I would like to put on myself is I would love to see this become a household name. Just because the people who do know what it is, the people who have been taking, like I said, we've been a company for over 20 years now. And the people who have been taking beta glucan for, I'm seeing some of these people come in who have been taking it for 7-10 years, who just swear by it. And we get, even for the current day and age, we get a lot of word of